So good afternoon to one and all. The previous class, we have already started the unit 1, that is introduction to power quality. And we have discussed yesterday class, we have discussed some definitions of power qualities. We have discussed that is any abnormal behavior which one is arising in the power system, that is called, we are going to call as power quality problem or issue, we can call that one. Some people still they have puja dharma, and some people they have joined without their roll numbers. You are not going to get the attendance. Okay, so this one we have already discussed in the yesterday class. So the general definition and standard definition. General words by using generally, we can say that one, any abnormal behavior, we are telling that one. If it is occurred abnormal behavior in the power system, that is it is going to arising in the form of the voltage or current. What is the roll number? Kishori Sawant, what is your roll number? Arising in the form of voltage or current, that which is going to affect to the normal operation, that is called the power quality. We are going to call that one. So many people they are joining now, they don't have the time sense there. Okay, so the standard definition for the power quality is any problem that is manifested or arising in voltage or current or frequency deviation which is going to result in failure of customer equipment, or it may be misoperation, it is going to give that one. Sometimes in the computers because of some fault, or in the TV it is not going to operate. In your houses you may observe that one, suddenly due to fluctuations. Nowadays it is reduced because of the technology, it is improving. So many utilities they are working on the power quality issues. So day by day now it is decreasing. But in our childhood I have observed that one, during the rainy season only the parents were saying that one, switch off the, turn off the TV, off the TV, the lightning will strike, so that one it will get damaged, like that. They were not aware of that one, what do you mean by power, but they were aware of only about their equipment. They were thinking that one, if it is get damaged or not, or what, anything happen to TV, or it will, what will happen, like that. By because of that our worry, they were telling that one. But as a electrical engineer, you should know all the things why they were worrying about that one. What will happen if the lightning strikes occur to the system? What will happen? Suddenly it is going to cause to the flashover, we are going to call that one, flashover the insulation, or high voltage it is going to produce. Because of that high voltage, what will happen? The insulation will get burned. So insulation is not, it is burned completely, means what will happen? It is going to cause a short circuit, obviously. Then starting it is main, the lightning it is going to do the flashover of the insulation only. First it is going to flashover of insulation, it is going to do, then the short circuit will occur, again the complete voltage will become zero, it is going to shut down all the supplies, like that. So those are the problems I will discuss about, that is the issue of the power quality we are going to tell. So this is the definition. If someone has unmuted. Okay, so to disturb this, to make this misoperation or to disturb affects the normal operation, the power quality problems are arising here. Now those problems, because of what they are going to arise here now, see, is nothing but reasons for the power quality issues here. The issues we are getting, for what reason we are going to get the issue, that one we have to first analyze here now. See, I am starting only, I will tell you people that this subject is completely theory. Okay, you have to give the concentration on this one. It is like only explanation only. There is no diagram, there is no nothing is there. Diagrams are very less, only theory part is there. The general, you cannot write general words, because it is some specific words are required for writing the exams and all the things. So you have to remember those words here now. So the reasons for power quality is, we have classified into main 4 things we have classified here. What are four things? Now the newer generation load equipments, we are going to use that one power quality, sorry, microprocessor based devices we are going to consider. So those devices, they will not operate linearly, that is non-linear operation they are going to produce. So that will cause us the power quality issue. Second one, everyone in our situation in the machine lab, we are going to adjust the speed of the motor to get the higher efficiency and all the things. So we are going to use some speed control methods, we are going to use the capacitor start, we are going to use. Because of this, the power quality will be changes here. And some increased the awareness of the utility users, whatever the customers are there, they don't know about the voltage interruption, sags and all the things. So we have to increase the awareness of that power quality issues, we have to increase here. End users, we have to give the awareness of that one, they were not aware of that one. And many things we are going to work in the integrated operations here. Now we are connecting, interconnecting network we are operating here now. So anywhere if the problem occurs, suddenly we'll skip that part and we'll take supply from the other. That is also, it is going to affect for the power quality here now. So these are the main four reasons for power quality issues here. These are the reasons, four reasons that power quality they are going to disturb here now because of these four reasons. So orally I have explained these all the four. Now we'll take step by step, we'll discuss here. New generation load equipment, whatever the new generation load equipment, previously mobile was itna hi chota rehta tha, abhi everything is in mobile only. You are listening the class by your mobile now. How the technology is improved, just see that one, watch. With microprocessor based controls and power electronics devices is more sensitive to power quality variations than was equipment used in the past. Previously we were not using that much power electronics based devices. Now is everything is power electronics based devices only we are going to use. Those operation is non-linear. The operation of microprocessor controller based devices controls, they are not non-linear. The output is input is not, output is not equal to input. So linear is nothing but slowly your output should vary with input. But here the non-linear operation, what will happen? The power quality will be issues will rise. Example I will ask here now. So all of you are know what do you mean by inverter? What do you mean by inverter? All of you know? Anyone, can you give the reply? Inverters, have you heard the name of inverters? Yes or no? At least rectifier. आवाज आ रहा है क्या नहीं? The screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In this one, I got two answers. I'm audible and screen is visible, both. Okay. Have you heard the name, Shivani? Inverter, rectifiers.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What do you mean by inverter? What it will do?
It means it's convert the DC energy into AC energy.
Very good. And rectifier?
It means it converts the energy on. I think.
See, everyone have the mobile charger. I'll tell you one example. Everyone have the mobile charger. To charge your mobile, what is required? DC or AC?
AC.
AC?
DC. DC. DC.
Just a minute. Here the power switch is there, switchboard is there. Okay, I will provide one switchboard here now. Okay, I will provide one switch also here now, one socket and switch I have used here. Visible ahega. So during this one, it is in the off condition is there now. Okay, so from this socket, you'll get AC supply or DC supply?
AC.
AC supply you are going to get here. Okay, here your mobile is there. Mobile, I will write that one. For the mobile, to charge your mobile battery, AC is required or DC is required?
DC.
DC is required. So required is DC. Here we are going to get AC. So where we are converting to charge your mobile?
In the charger, through charger.
Called in between we are using, that is adapter is there, charger है ना आपका charger का adapter.
Yes.
In that adapter we are converting that AC 230 volt into whatever the DC here now. That is, it is converting here. So normally we'll do any circuit and all the things here. In the adapter we are going to use some power electronics devices we are going to use. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same process, suppose instead of mobile, to consider this one as battery, we are using so many battery banks we are using here now. That is, this battery output is DC here now. I want to connect this battery into our house appliances. So here we are going to convert into AC here now. That is nothing but inverter is required. Again, the inverter circuit, it contains the power electronics devices, microcontroller and all the things. Yes?
Yes.
So during this switching condition from transferring the electricity from AC to DC, DC to AC, normally you will try one circuit. While converting AC to DC, you will not get pure DC. Some transients are there, some disturbances will occur over there. It is not purely, it will be like this, you are going to get like this also. So these all the small things, it is a problem of one person. You are using one mobile here, no? It will sensitive part. How many people they are using in every houses? Nearly 5 to 6 members are there. Just average I am considering. 4 members only. 4 adapters they are going to use. So that is in the lump sum, it is going to affect, the issue will arise us in the utility side. Whatever the who is the utilizer, your electricity board distributors are there. Those, the issue will be target or problem for them to mitigate these all the transients and power problems here, issues here. So for that reason, whatever the newer generation is there, now the generation is the technology based is there, load equipments and all the things. Because of this power electronics and devices and microprocessor based controls, it is more sensitive to power quality variations than was previous equipment. This is the one issue we are discussing here, no reason for the power quality here. Next, increasing emphasis on overall power system efficiency has resulted in continued growth in the applications of devices such as high efficiency. See, in your machine lab, you have performed the practical for the motors, just for understanding your purpose performing. But when you will go for the industrials and some manufacturing units and all, everyone, to increase the productivity, they want to maintain the higher efficiency only. So for that reason, what they are going to do, they are going to use adjustable speed control drives. They are going to use over there. Again, to control the speed controls, we have to use some capacitor, resistance banks. We are going to use here now. Yes or no? So send capacitors and all the things. These for the power factor corrections will also, it is going to reduce the losses here. To reduce the losses, they are going to do that one. But the transients and voltage variations will occur, that will affect to the utilities here. We should not think about one person now. We have to consider the power quality issues towards, you would think, you should have to think that one, I am a power distribution company owner. Like that you have to think, then you will understand the power quality issues over there. Small cheeses, suppose whatever I have told just now, your mobile here now, for home, that is 4 chargers are there here now. So how many peoples are there? What is the population of Pandharpur? Can you just tell me? So every year they are going to announce, at least in the election period, they are going to announce that. You just think that one, how much the power quality problems will be raised over there. So next one, we have to increase the awareness of power quality issues with end utilizers here now. That is, customers are becoming better informed about such issues as what are the interruptions are there, what do you mean by sag, how the voltage is going to reduce, what are the switching transients, by switching on off, you have to transients will producers. See, I will ask one, switching transition means some people's ghar mein abhi during the rainy season, whenever you will press the button, जोरली अभी mood off रहते हैं आपको ऐसा जोर से दबा दे, the lightning spark will get you will get the spark over there, light आ जाते हैं ना उधर कुछ तो firing जैसा. So that is also transient only. That is also creates the power quality issues. That is also one type of power quality issues. That is nothing but transients we are going to consider. Switching transients. If it is open circuit, suddenly will apply to the live line, that then what will happen? Because of the loose connection, that is going to create a transients over there. These all are the challenging for the utilities. These all the issues are challenging for the utilities to improve the quality of the power delivered. They are delivering the power to you peoples, but the quality should be high, na? Whatever the power they are providing, that all the power it is not utilizing by the persons. In between some transient, some losses, it is going to occurring over there. So, and they are not providing, they have to provide the quality of power. Otherwise, what will happen? If the power quality is not, then because of the transient, the heat will be increases. Because of the heat, what will happen? The short circuit will occur. Short circuit may get the fire of that. If it is fire occurred, if it is any offices and all the things, whole office will get burned out of that. So that is the causes they are going to create. So they have to avoid that one. For that reason, simple switching transients, voltage sag, some interruptions, these all are the challenging components or issues for the to improve the quality of the power delivered to UPS. And the many things are now interconnected in the network here. Now interconnection is there. So integrated process means that the failure of any component here. Now any component get failed, and that situation, that is component has much more important consequence here. If एक कौन सा भी components fail हो गए, that is also we have to much more important consequences we have to provide. So if component fail ho gaye, then what will happen? Interconnection is nothing but from other way we are going to get the solution. We are going to take the supply. That is also problem or issues of these are the reasons for the power quality issues here. How many power quality issues are there? 4. You have to. One is first one, newer generation. Second one is the using the speed adjustable speed control drives and shunt capacitor for power factor corrections and higher efficiency. And we have to inform the issues of interruptions, sags and all to the end users. How should be awareness of that one? Don't have awareness. And third one is interconnection or integrated systems. We are going to call them. Is it clear? Is it clear? बोलो सर, कुछ भी बोलो आप, हम सुनने वाला नहीं है, ऐसा बोल रहे।
Okay, sir.
Okay. So these are the issues we have discussed. Next, we'll go for, I'll give one example about that. How the problem will arise and what is the quality issues here. So all of you know that when we have to design the power system, AC power system, it should have to operate for 50 hertz voltage and magnitude as per our requirement here. Okay, we have designed a system over there. So any significant deviations, that is in the waveform, any variations occurred in the magnitude, it may be frequency or whatever the purity, it is a potential power quality problem here. Anywhere in the magnitude value changed, that is also a problem. If the frequency changed, that is also a problem. Pure and some unpure, that is called, instead of pure AC, that is mixed transients it came, that is also a power potential power quality problems here. Now we are going to get that one. The same thing we have written. AC power systems are designed to operate at sinusoidal voltage of a given frequency. That is in India, typically we are going to use, not typically, 50 hertz we are going to use. In the other countries they are going to use 60 hertz and magnitude here. Now any significant deviations in the waveform, any variation in the waveforms, magnitude variation or frequency variation or purity variation is there, that is a potential power quality problem here. That is a potential power quality problem. We'll take some examples here. Now I have already told in the issues these examples. Then also once again we will take the current resulting from a short circuit here. What will happen? Suppose if the short circuit occurs, the voltage will downs over there. Immediately the voltage will be reduced. Yes or no? Short circuit testing, open circuit testing you have done in the machine lab, I think. Experiment perform किए गए, transformer का short circuit, open circuit I performed.
Yes, sir.
So what will happen? The voltage will be reduces. That voltage reduction because of the short circuit, that is nothing but a voltage sag we are going to call that. Our requirement is 1 per unit. But if it is reduced less than 1 per unit or less than 0.9, under that is called voltage sag we are going to call. And some places what will happen, complete the voltage will become zero. Voltage will completely disappear that because of the short circuit. That is the case we are considering that is the reason for our example of the power cut here. The current resulting from a short circuit here, no? Because of current, because of the short circuit, the current will be result. That current will cause us the voltage sag here. It is going to cause us the voltage sag, or it is the voltage disappears completely, as the case may be here. No, it some cases are there. You can search in the papers, newspapers, and all the things. You may heard that one. Some hotels and all the things, because of the short circuit, some hotels and all the things they have burned already. So many examples are there. This is the one reason, because of the short circuit. Second one, so the lightning strikes or strokes, you have already know, all of you know that lightning strokes. Because of the lightning stroke, what will happen? Whatever our voltage is there, it is nearly 100 times more it is going to occur. 100 times more it is going to increase over there. If 100 times more, then what will happen? The flashover, that is nothing but whatever the insulation is there, insulation completely it is going to burn over there. Once the insulation burn, then what will happen? Again the short circuit it is going to lead. Because of short circuit, again the voltage will vanishes or disappears completely. Yes or no? So what is the solution for the lightning stroke? We have studied switchgear and protection subject already. Currents from the lightning strokes passing through a power system. Here, if it is passed something in the electrical line, if it is passed, then what will happen? Abhi, electrical wires and whatever the lines are there, they are not in the underground. That is overhead only, na? Overhead lines only we are using outside that one here now. Anywhere lightning strikes occurred, then it is going to strike on the cable or conductor. Yes or no? From where we are taking the electrical supply, you tell me first. Any one of you. Everyone who are using electrical supply to your houses, from where you are getting exactly, you tell me. Metkare, Deepali. दीपाली मेटकरी.
यस सर.
हाँ, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई कहाँ से आ रहा है आपके घर को?
कहाँ से मिस?
घर में इलेक्ट्रिकल सप्लाई है क्या?
है ना, ट्रांसफार्मर.
ट्रांसफार्मर को कहाँ से आ रहा है सप्लाई? To the transformer, where from where it is getting the supply?
सर जनरेशन से सबस्टेशन को आता है, सबस्टेशन से.
Madam, my question is very specific, that one. To the transformer, from where it is getting the supply? Feeders. Feeder from which it is getting the supply? Where the feeders are located?
क्या सर?
फीडर्स कहाँ लोकेट किए वाला रहते हैं?
At distribution
Side or nearby substations, we are going to call that one. Yes, that is substations, nearby substations. Those substations are belongs to the power corporations. That is called utility side, we are going to call. Why they are making so many substations, area wise substation, means that they want to maintain the efficiency, frequency variations, to maintain the power quality only they are doing that. To maintain the power quality, they are maintaining some, suppose suddenly in the industry areas and all the things, you don't know about that. Suddenly one new industry came, means how much power supply is required for the previous transformer. Is it possible to produce that much load, or if it is weaker than that, then the problems will rise over there. So that is the issue of power quality here. So that one only they are telling here. No, you are getting the electrical supply from the transformer. You told that one, that is distribution side transformer, that is pole mounted transformer. It is mounted on the pole, and it is open access, suppose the lightning strikes will occur to that one, any one of the line, what will happen? All the equipments connected to that line, it is going to fire over there immediately. They are going to fire. For that reason only, nowadays, what they are doing, you have seen or not, I don't know about that one. Dipal, you told about the transformer. That is a pole mounted transformer. Pole ko mount kiye kya nahi ho? Yes?
Yes, sir.
That pole mounted transformer, and it is a well earthed equipments they are using here now. Well, earthing has done very perfectly for that one. And for the upper side, they have used some rods. They are going to use aluminum rods. They are going to use, because if the lightning will strikes, first it will strike to that aluminum, which will directly connect it to the ground only. And in the substation, for starting upper side, they are going to take one small line. They are going to take, that is called earthing line here. It should not touch to the main live line. First, it should have to earth directly. It is going to earth over there. And in the substations, anywhere, what they are going to do from the transmission to distribution, they are going to use the lightning arresters. Have you heard the name of lightning arresters?
Yes, sir. Lightning stroke से.
Yes, that is the device I am telling that one, if you know or not yet. So currents from the lightning strokes, what will happen? They are going to passing through the power system, cause the high impulse voltage here. No, they are going to produce very high voltage that frequently flash over insulation here. It is going to burn the insulation over there. If the insulation is burned, then it is going to lead to the other phenomena such as short circuit. If two wires we are connecting together, insulation, if it is burned, then what they will do, they will join together, it is going to short circuit, and again the fire will occur, or your device may get damaged or burn out completely. This is the example I am giving. The issues whatever I have told previously, we have discussed 4 issues. Based on that, we are going to discuss, or we are going to giving the example here. Next one, the misleading or distorted currents here. Now some misleading currents will come, some leakage will be there in that one. Those so leakage currents or misleading currents from harmonic producing the load, also misleading the voltage as they pass through the system impedance here. Now suppose some leakage current will be there, that is going to produce to the mislead to the voltage. That one voltage will be vary over there. Because of that varied voltage, we are going to apply to the system impedance. So this is completely, these all are the issues here. No, the end user, whatever the customers are there, they are going to suffer that one. Some fluctuations will there. Suddenly the TVs may blinks over there. Power interruptions will be there. Those are the problems and some examples we have given here. So these are the power quality issues with some examples or reasons we have explained here. If you have any doubts, you can ask now. किसी को कुछ doubt है क्या? Roll number 2. What is the time now? Roll number 2. Are you there? Snehal Bondwe.
हाँ सर.
कितना हो गया टाइम? What is the time now?
1:34 sir.
At what time I have started the lecture?
1 p.m. sir.
Then why? What is the reason for the late? No answer. For all the question, what is the time? What at what time I have started? You have given the answer. 5 late means you will not give the answer. Okay. So these are the issues we have discussed. Now we will go for that is importance of power quality. Why we have that much importance we have to give to the power quality. Okay. Why we have to give that much importance to the power quality. So based on this power quality, our Indian economy is completely based on the power electricity also. So the more are the ultimate reason we have to give for importance to the power quality is that is nothing but economic value. We are going to call that economic value here. So many people they are paying, they are working on that one for the generation. How much money we are wasting over there to the transmission, distribution, and all the things. then the quality of power we are not getting means that is waste of money only. So that is quality of power is not, there is no quality of the power we are not providing the customers, then that is the economic value only. So that is the main importance of the quality. How you have to maintain the quality is nothing but economic value you have to increase. So nowadays, because of the less rain and all the things, some hydropower plants in the summer will start now. So they will stop their generation. And that time we have to burn huge coal. We have to start the thermal power plants. Yes or no? So much everything will matters that one. We are generating so much, utilizing less. In between where the power is reducing over there because of the transients. So quality of the power it is reducing, some losses will be occurred. So those all the things we have to matters here for the quality of the power. So if the quality is reduced, obviously that is called less or losses only we are going to tell that one. So that one we have to avoid. So for that reason, economic value is the ultimate reason for the power quality maintenance here. So that is the importance of power quality. We are going to tell that one. See here, the importance of power quality is nothing but the ultimate reason that we are interested in power quality is economic value. That is main, the economic value we are concentrating here now. There are economic impacts on utilities, that is nothing but our power corporation limiteds, their customers, we are the customers of utilities, and suppliers of the load equipments here now. Who is going to supply the load equipments, lamp and all the things, lamp, fan, washing machine, computers, fridges, some motors and all the things. It is going to economic impacts will be on these all the things. It is going to occur if we have not given the importance to the power quality. So the quality of power can have a direct economic impact on many industrial customers over there. It is for the industrial customers, if they are not going to get the quality of the power, suddenly if any equipments it got damaged, then how much they have to pay? Around 1 crore, 2 crore equipments they were maintaining in the manufacturing companies and all the things. If anything is happened means for one equipment, if loss of that one, they will have to big loss and they have to pay attention for that one. So there has recently been great emphasis on revitalizing industries with more automation here. We have to, the industries are now automation they are using over there, and more modern equipments they are using here now. This usually means that electronically controlled, again that is electronically controlled industries we are producing over there. So energy efficient equipments they are using, that is often much more sensitive to deviations in the supply voltage, and where the electromagnetic, what is that one? It is not visible for me. Electromechanical predecessors are there here. So the automations we are going to use, some electronically controlled energy efficient equipments we are using here now. The light emitting diode is a semiconductor device only, no? Yes or no? LEDs we are considering here now. So these are, or directly or indirectly they are going to affect to the power quality. So for that reason, the economical loss or economical value is the main important point, or we have to give to the power quality because of the economic value only. Okay, so these only some just for introduction we are giving here. So what impacts of power quality here now? What will happen if the power quality here now? Impacts of power quality we are going to consider here. What we have to do here. So throughout the world, what the many governments have revised their laws here. Every year, I don't know about that one, how much you are paying attention to the electricity bill and your house electricity bill. एक 1 month increase हो जाएगा, 1 month decrease हो जाएगा. All of you know the tariff of your electricity bill. What is the tariff? Base load, how much for first, how much 30 units or 100 units what they are charging, after 100 units what they are charging. Do you know that one? Anyone? किसी को मालूम है क्या? Don't know. That one you should have to know that one. The laws and regulating electric utilities with their intent of achieving more cost competitive resources of the electrical energy. More cost competitive sources of that one here now. See here, we are generating, suppose we are generating, suppose you think that one 5 megawatt we are generating here. 5 megawatt we are generating here. Now the utility, whatever the customer sites are there, they are going to utilize around 4.5 megawatt. They have utilized that one here, 4.5 megawatt here. Where is another 0.5 megawatt here? In between here, some, because of disturbances and all the things, we are using losing this 0.5 megawatt of the power supply. So 5 megawatt generation we are expending something, हमने पैसा डाल रहे गवर्नमेंट ने, but आप कितने बिल पे कर दे? You people are paying for only 4.5 megawatt only. Yes or no? What about the losses? That is not related to the customers. It is in between. The customers are using the equipments, that is controlled equipments and all the things. Because of that only the issues are rising. But nobody is saying that one here now. We have to change the law. For that reason only, the revised their laws regulating electrical utilities here. So we are paying for what we are using. We are not worrying about how much we are generating and all the things, where we are getting that generated or not, utilizing or not. So that is the first thing we are going to tell. That one, the many governments have revised their laws regulating electrical utilities with intent of achieving more cost competitive sources of electrical energy. Next one, deregulation of utilities has complicated the power quality problem here. We are not giving whatever, suppose we are from the transformer, we are going to get 240 volt, we are sending here now 240 volt. But your houses, how much you are getting? Not exactly 240 आ रहा है क्या आपके घर को? Check किए क्या आप? If anybody have you checked the voltage? No, we will not get that one. We are going to get that is 230 volt. 230 volt. The voltage deregulation only, it is nothing but na. The voltage regulation is not there here now. See 240, so 230 here. 10% is there, nothing but that is out. What is that one? Incoming minus outgoing divided by outgoing here. Now we can calculate the voltage regulation here now. So that is also deregulation is occurring here now because of some power quality issues only here now. So that is deregulation of utilities has complicated the power quality problem here now. Again, it is a power quality problem here. Deregulation. In many geographic areas here now, there is no longer tightly coordinated control of power from generation to the end through end use here. See, we are thinking about the city only, that is okay. For the rural areas and geographical areas, there is no electricity supply is there, but they are not going to use any coordinated control power. They are not generating from the directly. They are for the long kilometer they are sending over there. There is no transformers and all the things. One and how two hilly areas and all the things. 1 and 2 houses are there, means they are going to get the weaker signals and all the things. That is second part. Main part is here deregulation here now. Next, while regulating the agency, regulatory agencies are there, can change the law regarding the flow of money here. How much money they are going to spend, based on that they have to change that here now. That will impact on power quality here. So that one, and the physical law of power flow cannot be altered here now. We cannot alter the power flow, but we can change the law regarding the flow of money. How much flow we are flowing the money, based on that we can change the law here. In order to avoid the deterioration of the quality of the power supply to the customer, whatever the corrections or problems are there, to avoid that one, supply what in the power supply supplied to the customer, regulators are going to have expand their thinking behind the traditional ability here. I don't know how many of you are using the regulators now. Previously, I have when the bigger TVs was there, जैसे कि हाउस में है क्या बड़ा एक टेबल पर पूरा टीवी बैठ जाता. Is there anyone having that TVs? That is old generation. Compulsory we were connecting to the regulators, voltage regulators. We are going to call that. Whatever the input voltage, if it is lightly slow or more, the TV was getting exactly 230 volts. That is voltage regulators. We are going to call that one. It is going to regulate. If the voltage is down, it is going to up that one. If it is voltage is up high, then it will mitigate that one and it is going to give the 230 volts. Like that, by using the voltage regulators, have to expand their thinking behind the traditional reliability indices. So many reliability indices are there, and address the need for power quality here now, for reporting and incentives for the transmission and distribution companies. We have to report that one here. This is impacts to the impacts of power quality. It is going to impact if we have done like this. Next, second one. So there has been a sustainable increase of interest in distributed generation. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by distributed generation? किसी को मालूम है क्या? Yes. आवाज आ रहा है क्या नहीं? I'm asking to you.
Means, sir, by using the multiple generations, means like wind.
Generation distributed.
Uh,
Where we are going to distribute distribution system means we are only na whatever the end users only. So generation at distribution side only, that is called distributed generation. We are going to go. Whatever the generation is there, that should directly connect to the customer end of site. Example, solar is there, so that is a DC only, distributed generation. Solar कहाँ generate कर रहे हैं हम? We are generating in our house rooftop and directly connected to the grid. Connecting it is nothing but that is the distribution. We are going to call that one distributed generation. Just a minute. Hello. Okay, so there has been a substantial increase of interest in distribution generation nowadays. So many the solar generation plants are increased here now. In our very college only we have installed the solar panel. That is also impacts to the power quality here now. So that is generation of power dispersed throughout the power system here. Now there are a number of important power quality issues that must be addressed as part of the overall interconnection evaluation for DC here. See here again, here also some power quality issues will be occurred by because of the distributed generation, which will affects or impacts on the power quality. From the solar generation, which one we are generating, AC or DC? DC we are generating again. That DC we have to use inverter and we have to connect to the grid. We have to switch that one. Again we have to do that one. Switching transients may produce over there. The conversion we are going to do. So what they are telling here now, they have to must be addressed as part of overall interconnection here now. So here also number of important power quality issues are there that must be addressed here now. They should know that all that one. Because of this distributed generation also, it impacts on power quality. We are going to call that. Third one, the globalization of industry here now. Globalization industry, the industry areas nowadays we are separating that one. We are separating the industries and making the globalization. Suddenly, if new industry we are going to establish, so the companies, they are going to building factories in new areas are suddenly faced with unanticipated problems with electricity supply. Suddenly you are going to industry, you are going to develop in the new areas. So nowadays industry areas are separately we are doing, that is MSRDC and all the things separately. The area we are going to reserve for the industries and all the things. So suddenly if it is suppose in our area only I want to install suppose around 50 kilowatt, 1 megawatt load machines and other things. If we are going to connect to the supply, we are going to get the weaker supply only, because that is unplanned over there. So that is also impacts on the power quality here now. That is only they are telling that one in the new areas are suddenly faced with unanticipated problem with the electricity supply due to weaker systems or different climate change here. So there have been several efforts to benchmark power quality in one part of the world against other areas. We have to make one part of the world against other areas, that is impacts on the power quality it is going to impact here. Next one, fourth one, the indices have been developed to help the benchmark the various aspects of power quality here. Whatever the reliability indices we are going to develop, which is going to help the benchmark for various aspects of power quality here. Regulatory agencies are there, have become involved in performance based rate making here. How it is going to perform based on that. I don't know how many of you know that one. If they are the industry is, they are going to get pay so much penalty if they are not going to maintain the power factor over there. The unity power factor or 0.8 power factor, if they are not maintaining, if it is less than that, the whatever the utilities companies or distribution companies are there, they are going to give the penalty for them. So that is also we have to maintain. So that one only they are telling that one should have to involve, and we have to add performance based rate making, that is called PBR. We have to implement, which address a particular aspects. It is going to reliability, which is associated with interruptions here. So some customers have established contracts with utilities for meeting a certain quality of power delivery here. Now they have so many companies are there, they have a contract with the utilities and all the things. They will tell that one we are going to maintain this much quality, and we are going to deliver and all the things over there. If they have failed, we can add the fine, and we can make the laws, we can laws and regulation, we can to change that one. These are the 4 impacts of power qualities are there. Next one, how we are going to evaluate the power quality here now. So we have discussed about the issues of the power quality first, then importance of the power quality, then impacts of the power quality here. Okay, so these 3 aspects we have discussed: issues we have discussed, importance we have discussed, and impacts we have discussed. Now we have to evaluate how we are going to evaluate the power here now. Power quality, how we can possible to evaluate? What is the procedure for that? That one we are going to discuss here now in this part here. The general procedure must also consider whether the evaluation involves an existing power quality problem, or one could that result from new design or from proposed change of the system. First we have to consider that whether we are doing a evaluation of the existing power quality problem. Already if it is a suppose short circuit is there, that is an existing problem only. By using that one only, or it could be result from a new design. If I have developed any one product, because of that some power quality issues occurred over there, that one we have to consider, or proposed from the proposed changes of the system by changing the circuit and all the things. Because of that the issues are created. First we have to consider that one here. That is a general procedure. We have to tell that one. Suppose any student called me, he is asking about any scholarship of procedure, means I have to identify first, is the SY class student or TY class student or BTech student. I have to identify, or he may be first year from other than electrical students. Like that in the electrical system also, we have to first, we have to consider, we have to check that one, and have to analyze that it is an existing power quality issue, or it may be because of new product, or it may be proposed changes in the system here. Now the problem arises. First we have to do that one. After that, to decide the characteristics of this power quality, the measurement will play very important role here now. We have to measure what changes here now. It is a change of voltage, or it may be change of current, or any frequency deviations are there. We have to check that one here. So the general procedure must also consider whether evaluation involves an existing power quality problem, or one that could result from a new design, are from the proposed changes to the system. That is the first one. Second one, the measurement will play an important role for almost any power quality concern here. The measurement is based on that measurement only we can decide the characteristic of power quality problem over there. So this is the primary method of characterizing the problem or existing system that is being evaluated here. To evaluate the power quality, this is the primary method of measurement here. When performing the measurements, while doing the measurement, it is important to record. We have to record the impacts of the power quality variations here. Okay, at the same time, so that the problems can be correlated with possible causes. Just we are telling, generally we are discussing here now. First, what we have to do, we have to analyze that the problem is in the old, whatever the existing system is only because the power quality problem occurred, or it may be from the new product, or it may be any changes in the system. Then the first method of the system, that is called measurement, which is going to decide its characterize the problem characterization. After that one, we have to, while measuring, we have to record the impacts of power quality variations, what it is going to variation, at what time. We have to record all the things so that problem can correct with possible causes here. Now, what are the with causes? We can correlate it with whatever the present, whatever the causes are there, we can relate with that, and we can identify which type of problem is there, and we can evaluate that. So this is the just basic of this explanation. We have some steps and procedures here. We'll discuss in the next class this part. This procedure we'll discuss in the next class. So we have discussed about issues, importance, impacts, and power quality evaluation basics. We have introduction, we have discussed, and in the next class we'll continue. Just a minute, I'll take the attendance. We'll stop here only and we'll continue in the next class.